It's Pastor Kim coming to you with a midweek message, or at least the bottom half of me is coming to you because it's more important for you to see these lovely nativity sets than it is for you to see me. I want to continue our world tour that comes to us through our nativity scenes. As I mentioned last week, when Lindsay and I travel, it's become our custom over the years that the one thing that we want to make sure we bring home as a memento is a nativity scene. Last week I shared 4 nativity scenes with you that we purchased in the summer of 2019 and also 2006 when I visited the land of my heritage, Norway and Ireland. Today I would like to share a few more nativity scenes with you from places where we have gone on behalf of the church. Of course, as people of faith, we are always ambassadors for Jesus Christ, but these were specific church-sponsored missions that we embarked on, and so I'd like to share these with you. Starting over here, I have not been to Ethiopia, but when we served in the La Crosse area synod, the Mekane Yesus Church in Ethiopia was one of our companion synods, and Lindsay was blessed to be able to be part of 3 delegations to that country. And because of the poverty, he would be the first to tell you that it's very, very difficult to find any artwork, much less nativity scenes, because people do not have discretionary income with which to buy decorations for their homes. So it was quite a find to be able to bring these couple of things home. So the first is actually a print of a painting of the Nativity. We have this hanging in our home. Lindsay brought that home from Ethiopia, and this actually hangs in our living room all year long, not just during Advent. And here we have a lovely carving under a tree, not in the manger as we often think, but in a tree. And it's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. La Crosse Area Synod had another companion synod, the Evangelical Lutheran Church in Peru, and I was blessed to be part of the first delegation to visit that new partner in ministry. And and this set is very special to me. This came from Peru. You can see a lot of lovely painting decor on the bottom. You'll also see that the colors here are very indicative of what you see in the architecture, the deep terracotta red, sometimes painted with aqua, and it's a modern piece, but it definitely has some Incan influence in it. This is also a treasure that I got while I was in Peru visiting the Lutheran church there. This is a little carved wooden statue of Mary doing what all mothers do, feeding her child. And she is nursing him here. This is a fairly rare find. I think that's maybe why it's so special to me. We know that in a lot of art, we don't see this intimate bond between mother and child where she is actually nursing him. This tiny little set, very tiny. In fact, the tallest figure is this angel, and I think even including her halo, she's only 2 inches tall, 2¼ inches tall. This came from Mexico, which is a place that Lindsay went on mission trips more than once in his early congregations. So he brought that home. He has always been a light packer, so he brought something that could easily fit into his suitcase and not take up much space, as he was packing lightly back then, and he still does. These last three are special because they came from El Salvador. In November of 2018, I had the privilege of traveling with Betty Grunwald and Pat Faherty to El Salvador. Of course, we have a ministry relationship with Jesus is Love Lutheran Church there in El Salvador. And we were very blessed, not only on that trip, but we had the wonderful opportunity to meet the artist who created these two pieces. In fact, the first night we spent in El Salvador, we stayed in a home that had this painter's work, a whole mural on one wall of their dining room, and it was spectacular. So you see the nativity here, the traditional bright colors, and it's just lovely. You saw these colors all over El Salvador. And this one is really special because it is a puzzle. And when I lift it up, you'll see that we have the major pieces. We have the star, we have an angel, we have a king, we have another wise person, we have another king, we have Joseph and Mary and the child and a little sheep, a couple of little sheep. So we won't put him in front of Jesus, but this is fun to put together, and but I didn't want to embarrass myself by trying to do it in front of you. So these are a few pieces of places that we have gone on mission trips or on church delegations to deepen and strengthen relationships with our companion synods around the world, and I hope you enjoyed them. Next week, I will bring you some special things to look at, some nativity scenes from the Holy Land. Have a great week.